Top of the morning, everyone. My name is Tshidi. I'm back with another video, and this time I'm focusing a bit more on your LinkedIn page and ensuring that everybody that wants to make sure that LinkedIn is up to date can start updating some of their LinkedIn with the following tips. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube video because from now on, I'm going to load all the videos on YouTube so that you can actually share it with some of your friends, download it whenever you want to download it, and you can watch it at home. So, first thing first is actually your picture. I always say to people, you don't want to always be the egg of LinkedIn. Egg of LinkedIn basically means where it's just blank and nobody can actually see a picture. And do remember that you can always hide the picture to other people. But if you're looking for other opportunities, I don't see any reason why you should actually hide your name. And then after that, you've got the banner just above the picture. Normally, the banner is just where you can actually be a bit creative. For some of the graphic designers, you can just show your creativity in that little space there. It's nice real estate that you can do whatever, share whatever message you want to share. And not many people are actually using that for different reasons. And then the next thing that you need to also then look at is your name. I always advise that you should always use your known as name because it's a lot easier. I mean, your government name will need it when we actually run checks, but in this instance, when it comes to your first name, just use the known as name because it makes things a lot easier for people to be able to call you. And then same as last name. I've seen some people that tend to hide their last names, but if you're looking for an opportunity, it's always sometimes difficult when people call you TDK because they don't really know what your surname is. And sometimes people want to find out if they can find a bit more information about you online. So just your first name and surname is very key in trying to ensure that everybody knows who you are. The next thing that normally comes up then speaks to the headline. So many people use the headline for different things. Now, the headline and current position are normally two things that pulls up on your LinkedIn. So what I've seen people do sometimes with the headline is to describe what they do. Some people call themselves unicorn wranglers. Doesn't always tell you exactly what that individual does. So what I would say is, in that instance, try and make sure that at least you use whether you use your title up there for the role that you're currently in, and then you can always make sure that your current position always shows up. And then it also asks you when it comes to education to say, would you like to show your education in your intro? It's up to you if you'd like to show your education in your intro because that's also a bit more information where if you've got a specific qualification that you'd like people to consider you with all the time, the first time they actually look at your profile, then this is actually very important. If you are an actuary, you can always share some of that information with you there. And then from there, obviously, the country and region that you're actually applying for, zip code, location, where you are, as well as the industry that you are in. And then for some of the guys, they might have a profile URL that they might want to share. It's basically up to you. Now, once you've done that first stop, the first information then is normally what we'll see when we actually start searching for you. We start searching, that's the first information that comes up. The next thing that people then tend to do is they tend to look at open to job opportunities. The easiest thing about this one is that just go onto LinkedIn and make sure that you show recruiters that you're open to opportunities. The assumption in most cases is that the recruiters in your current company won't see that you're open to opportunities, but other recruiters from outside can see that you're open to opportunities. The advantage with being open to opportunities is that it normally allows recruiters free in mails to be able to send you a message to say, listen, this is what we're looking for. So that's one advantage that you've got with showing people that you're actually open to opportunities because it gives you those free in mails that you need for the recruiters to actually be able to reach out to you. The next thing that you then do is actually about. About is your sales pitch. I mean, that's where I always say to people, if you're to look at some of the people always say, I'd like to make sure that I've got a cover letter or some of the content that you might put in a cover letter. That is what you sell. That is what you sell about your abilities, your skills, what you've been able to do, what you've been able to achieve, and why you're actually a great candidate to potentially bring into that particular company. Now, that information also is if you had any publications that you put up, that's where you share it. If you had any videos that you've shared online, you put those videos there because then people are able to, immediately just see that information as soon as they come in. And then after that, the rest is then filled by LinkedIn automatically when it comes to your information about the dashboard or what information you've shared with so many people, how many people have viewed your profile. That normally comes in automatically. If your LinkedIn page is up to scratch, you'd normally see there it will have an all-star. That's very important. And then after that, we then look at your experience. Your experience is very important, guys, and that's where you'd normally put your title of the role. You look at the company that you're looking for, whether it's full-time or part-time, and the years that you've been working for that particular company. Those are very important to make sure that you add to your LinkedIn page. And then after that, I would always say nothing more than 10 bullet points. If you can, please make sure that you make it about 6 or 7 or 5 bullet points about what you've been able to do and what you have done in the past couple of years. That would be very important. Try and make sure that you include all your skills that you currently have in the different companies that you work for. Education is also very important. And then you then get to skills and endorsement. Skills and endorsements, you can arrange them whichever way that you might want to arrange them. You can go and edit them and make sure that the one skill that you use the most is actually at the top. So I hope you guys will be able to share this video with some of your friends. It'll be on YouTube. Just search for Tshidi on YouTube and you'll be able to actually find some of my videos there. And up until we meet again, top of the morning, Tshidi once again, and thank you very much for taking time to listen to my videos. Cheers, until tomorrow.